Hello there. This video is going to be a December Tarot ASMR charm reading. This is for December 2020, and it's going to tell you what things you can look forward to, what to look out for, and we might be pointed in the direction of relationships, career, etc. But we'll see where the charms and the cards take us. We have 3 piles here. Each pile has its own message and its own charm. Pile 1 has this matador. Pile 2 has the Russian nesting dolls. Pile 3 has the baseball glove. So whichever pile or object is calling to you, that is the pile you should choose. Use your intuition. Again, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So let's take a deep breath together. We'll begin with pile 1. So I'm going to move piles 2 and 3 for now, and we will get to them a little later. They each have a little surprise underneath, so I'll try to hide that one on this one. Alright, starting with pile 1. So right away, if you chose the matador, I'm feeling like you're dodging something. Maybe a responsibility, maybe a person, but I think December might be the time to face whatever you're dodging. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So right away, I'm getting the sense that you feel tied down by something, and you're trying to run from it, but it's the time to take action and run towards it. Your oracle, we have joy and delight. That's so nice. Your health advice for the month. Diet is important here. Maybe what you're running from is a healthy choice you've been wanting to make. It's very interesting. And your message for the month is outer beauty. So this could be telling you that you're supposed to be taking care of yourself on the outside, so what is on the inside can reflect outward. I'm picking up a few things already. So we have the Knight of Swords, which to me is all about taking action. This, mixed with the matador that you chose, is telling me that it's time to take action and stop skirting the responsibility. You're putting yourself in a situation that makes you feel like you're trapped, but in reality you're free to go. See how this girl in the 8 of Swords, she sees herself in the mirror, she sees herself as bound, but in reality she's free to do as she wants. December is going to be a time for you to focus on the things that make you happy, especially with this joy and delight. She's doing cartwheels in the sun. She has no care in the world. She has all the things that make her happy around her. She's in a field. She's surrounded by love, surrounded by positivity. So I feel like December for you is going to be extremely positive once you take action to stop avoiding that thing that's been nagging at you. That thing that's been nagging at you, I'm picking up that it's a physical thing. You're feeling drained. You're feeling like you have no energy. But I think once you start making some interesting choices that are better for you, choices that you already know are better for you, but you haven't taken the action to take, you will start to feel that joy and delight and start to see your outer beauty shining. Again, your diet is important here, so maybe you're feeling like the things you've been eating have really been dragging you down. You've been putting the work into something, but you're not feeling the results yet. And I think it's because of what you're taking in. Diet could be your food, or it could be the things you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with negativity, you're going to feel that on the inside and it's going to reflect on the outside. But if you're surrounding yourself with positivity, if you pick the fruits that you've taken so long to grow, then you will begin to shine outwardly. I'm going to grab some charms for you. So the charms will give us a little bit more information about what you can expect in December. Let's see here. Right away, we have a few letters. So let's look at those. We have an R, an O, and an H. So these could be initials. These could be things in your life that you've been avoiding. They could have a representative meaning. They could be foods, for example. We also have the peace charm. So I'm feeling like you're going to be finally at peace with yourself once you make these changes. You're getting the message to be flexible. Flexibility is important. Don't get stuck in a particular routine. You have this pan, and to me, the pan is all about what you put in is what you'll get out, which is just reaffirming this whole message. If you put in the work, you will find the results shining outwardly. You have a moon and star, which to me is to just continue to be hopeful. We're in a very strange time in the world right now, and it's telling you to just keep pushing. These two make sense together for me. This black stone can represent, in the same way the death card in tarot can represent, rebirth, a new you. A lot of people like to wait until the end of the year to make these changes and these New Year's resolutions, but nothing is stopping you from taking action right now. In December, you can make these changes and have a head start on your goals. All right, Group 1, thank you so much for listening. I'm going to collect your charms and your cards. If you have any questions about this reading, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be answering questions. And if you have any information about how this turns out or how this may resonate with you, please don't hesitate to let me know. All right, let's get to Group 2. Group 2, you chose the Russian nesting dolls. And what I'm getting from the Russian nesting dolls is that you have a lot of things going on in your life in December. You're hiding things in places, but you're also pulling things out. So this could represent something hidden that you haven't seen yet, a deeper meaning to something in your life. But let's look at your tarot. All right, you have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So already I'm seeing a bit of anxiety in December, but that's okay. We're going to give you some advice on how you can work through that anxiety. So, speaking of your health advice, caffeine free. Caffeine can cause a lot of anxiety, so that makes sense. Your oracle is give love. So this is a time to focus on some positive relationships. And this was awesome when I saw it pop out. You have the golden goose, something great in an unexpected place, magic and abundance. So you have a lot of internal feelings that are pretty negative, but you have such an extremely positive outward world in December. There's so many things you can look forward to. You have love to give, which means you have love to receive. Maybe it's a new love. Maybe you're connecting with someone that you've been wanting to reconnect with. It might come in an unexpected place, so either someone fresh pops into your life unexpectedly, or someone who maybe you've had a bit of a strained relationship with that's causing you some of this anxiety really turns things around for you. This caffeine-free card is really speaking to me. With the holidays and all these events coming up, it can be really easy to fall into some bad routines and bad habits. But caffeine, for me at least, can lead to a lot of anxiety. So it's telling you to really step back from that caffeine intake, because this 10 of Swords and this 9 of Swords are really, there's something weighing on you. And I think it has to do with a plan. You're feeling maybe a lack of a plan, maybe a lack of direction, not feeling very confident in where to go next. This 10 of Swords, you're feeling like something is hopeless, but it's telling you, you have all these messages that are telling you it's not hopeless. Not having a plan is not the end of the world. Spontaneity is exciting. All right, let's grab you some charms here. We have Aquarius. So some of you watching might be an Aquarius, or it might be somewhere in your chart. And Aquarius also relates to friendly. So maybe this give love card is speaking about a friendship. You also have Cancer. So the Cancer could be someone in your life as well. You have peace. So the more I look at your charms here, the more I see coming to peace with someone already in your life that you didn't expect to come to peace with. Maybe a family member, but it's a relationship that's been strained and causing you some stress. But let me assure you that things are going to come together. This resin ring reminds me of things coming together in a strong bond. You have the golden goose and you got the egg, so these match up very nicely. It's just saying that you have something to look forward to, a surprise. You have a bee. So the bee to me represents hard work. This could be putting in the hard work to come up with a plan, putting in the hard work to be caffeine free, or putting the work in to this relationship. You have the bell, which to me is about something getting your attention. So maybe it's this surprise that is coming that will get your attention. You're also being called to be flexible. I think often when we're anxious or nervous or feeling betrayed, we can get in this headspace and get stubborn. But it's telling you to be flexible. You also have this drum, which is telling me that you need to march to the beat of your own drum. So even though you need to be flexible, do not give in to your principles that make you you. These things that make you you are what is special about you and what will give you a plan in the future. But being a little flexible and not being too stuck in an idea or stuck in a path may be what really helps you in mending a relationship. All right, group 2, this was really awesome. You have a lot to look forward to, even if you don't think you do. I'm going to pack up your charms very gently. So please let me know if this resonated with you, if you're feeling a little stuck and in need of some guidance. Hopefully we've helped you out a little bit here. Please let me know how you felt about this reading. And I'll see you next time. And we're going to move on to group 3. So group 3, you chose the baseball glove. To me, this represents some catch and release. So maybe something's coming to an end and it's urging you to let go. Or something is just beginning and you're about to capture that fire and that passion. Can mean a lot of things. I really like the baseball glove. All right, let's get to your cards. So your tarot, we have Temperance. We have the 3 of Cups. And we have the Sun. What an awesome group of cards you have. Wow. This is incredible. All right. Your Oracle card. Earth Magic. Your health advice for the month. Relationship. This makes a lot of sense with that 3 of Cups. And you have Glacier as your extra message for the month. So slow movement, time will tell, continuity, endurance and persistence, and beauty from pain. All right, I'm going to take a deep breath here. Okay. Right away, these 3 cards stand out to me. First of all, these 2 coming out together, they have very unique color palette, wouldn't you say? They have this very soft purple hue, which is just making me feel like a very positive aura is around you, as well as the sun. So to me, the sun in any reading just brightens things up, makes things feel exuberant and joyful. I think your month is going to be very slow paced, as this Glacier card is telling us. Very slowly paced, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be that exciting. It's the end of a very slow paced year, so things are very positive even if they're slow. So this 3 of Cups, I think December, you're going to find a lot of joy in your friendships, a lot of joy in the people around you, a lot of joy in your family. You're all going to be feeling very exuberant together, especially with this Temperance card. I think for a lot of us in 2020, there's been a lack of this feeling. There's been a lack of that joy of being around the people we love. Either we felt stuck with certain people or we felt distance from certain people. But this is telling you that you're going to find that balance again. You're going to feel that feeling of joy and connectivity to the people who you haven't felt it to. And you're going to feel just a nice, refreshing balance to the people who you've been spending a lot of time with. It's the time to just bask in this joy together and really focus on your relationships. You also have this Earth Magic card. And the Earth Magic card is telling me that you need to feel very grounded this month. Not that you need to feel sorry, but that you will feel very grounded. I think there's a lot of maybe connecting to the earth, maybe getting outside when you felt that you haven't gotten outside, really feeling that sunshine. The sunshine card might be not only brightening up the rest of the reading, but also literal sunshine, vitamin D, self-care. We're feeling very connected to the earth. I feel as though there's not too much going on in terms of things that would concern your health, or changes to your health, or changes to your career, or changes in finances. I think this is a very slow and steady month for you. And I think things are going to pick up in the new year, but this is a month to focus on your relationships. All right, I'm going to pull some charms for you, Group 3. And let's see what else we can pull from the charms. Let's get really deep in the charms this time. All right. So the first thing I see is September. So maybe there's something that you started in September that you're just coasting through. I'm really feeling like you're coasting for now. That doesn't mean that you won't grow as a person. I feel like there's going to be a lot of interpersonal growth. If you look into emotional intelligence, I feel like your EI score will improve in your interpersonal relationships. But something from either next September or this September is what's the steady line. Let's see your letters. You have O and K. So I think it's just reassuring you that it's okay. This slow, steady pace is okay. You can feel all the joy around you. It's okay that things aren't moving quickly. You have this black stone, which Group 2 also got. And to me, this black stone represents what the Death card in Tarot represents, but don't be scared by that. To me, it represents a new beginning or transformation. And I think that transformation, again, is in your relationships. You have the mask. And to me, the mask is about maybe putting on a mask, maybe presenting as something you're not. But that's okay sometimes. Sometimes you need to put on a mask. Doesn't mean you're being fake. It can mean that you're just representing yourself in a way that might fit the situation. You also have the key, so I'm feeling like there's not a lot of questions that you need to answer. You already have the answers. The answers are already there. You're going to feel very fulfilled. This cowboy hat makes me think of like filling up your cup. And I'm just getting a very warm sense in your December, a warm sense of fulfillment. You're not stuck in a situation, even though things are moving slow. You feel very comfortable, very connected to the world and the people around you. All right, Group 3, thank you so much for listening. Please let me know what resonated here for you, and I hope you could take something away from this.